Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Graphic Word Podcast, here to connect nerd culture to faith and leveling up our lives as we go about it. Thanks for tuning in, and here's what we have in store for you today.
It's hard for anyone to deny the impact that the groundbreaking series Attack on Titan has had on the anime fandom. And rightly so, it's easily one of the most compelling shows on television. For over a decade, it kept fans rabidly theorizing and desperately waiting for the next episode to drop. The show doesn't shy away from lofty questions and challenging ideas, to the point that a lot of it would be impossible to cover in a quick little nerdy podcast. So instead, I'm going to think a little broader, a little bigger. I'm talking about giants. The premise of the show is that the last remnants of humanity try to survive behind huge walls, keeping out the hordes of giant man-eating beings, titans, until one day when they break through. Reflecting about facing down giants, any church kid's brain is likely to go one place in particular: David and Goliath. There's some debate as to just how big Goliath was, but it is traditionally held that he was 6 cubits and a span, which would put him well over 9 feet tall. This dude was scary big. His armor weighed over 125 pounds, and he carried an enormous spear, as we see in 1 Samuel 17, 4-7. We all know how the story goes. Goliath challenges a champion of the Jewish army to face him in single combat, and mocks and jeers when none of the Israelites were brave enough to face him. Not even King Saul, who himself was described as being notably large in stature. And then the little shepherd boy David steps up to the plate and takes him out with just a sling and a stone. Inspiring stuff. And a lot of people over the years have used this inspiring tale to encourage people to face down the giants in their own lives with God's help. But here's the thing. You're not David. David is a forerunner of one person, Jesus, the son of David. I'm not suggesting that this story has nothing to do with you. Goliath is a stand-in for our sin, but the one taking him down is Jesus, not us. We're the cowardly Israelites quaking in our boots back at camp, or behind the walls, to bring it back to AOT. Jesus is the scouts, bringing down the hordes of sin and despair. Our job? Trust in him. Lay our sins and our burdens at the foot of the cross. He says to us in Matthew 11:28-30, "Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." What giants have you been trying to fend off by yourself in your own life? Try laying them at the foot of the cross, praying that Christ would defeat them and give you rest from the burden.
Hey there. If you are a fan of the content that's been brought to you in this episode, you'll definitely want to check out our social media connections. That's on Instagram, Facebook, and even TikTok. Just go to @GW and you'll be able to find all the stuff that we've been doing lately and all the fun stuff that we get to be a part of. But if you want to even deeper dive, you should join our Discord community. And you can do that by going to discord.io/GWNerdsUnite and be a part of what we're doing. Interact with us, chat with us on live for our video game nights, for our Bible study nights, or even just to connect with fellow gamers, nerds, and what interests you. And if we want to take it even a step further, if you've got some ideas of, what would be cool topics to bring up down the road, or have some questions on how your nerdom might connect to faith, we'd love to have your input there on our Discord channel too, to be able to create the content for you guys, because this is what we're here for, to invest in nerds, to grow and level up together, but being able to grow in our faith and level up too. So thank you again for listening. Hope you are having a wonderful day.